Siraj, ready to start from the Vauxhall end. Outside edge. Trying to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over. England are 198 for 6. Nice, solid defensive shot. Dug that out well.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Dot ball to finish off, and it's a maiden.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. End of the over, not many coming from it. Great shot through the gap, perfect timing. Finds the fielder with that shot. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Two runs coming from the over. England are 204 for 6. Nicely played, perfect timing. They've gone up, but I'm not sure what they're appealing for. Straight to the fielder. Siraj bowled a tidy line that over. Bumrah into the attack now from the pavilion end.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter. Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Thought it had got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Maiden over, well bowled. Siraj ready to start from the Vauxhall end. Solid shot, going for 4.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. Batting seems to be quite tough at present. You can feel the screws slowly turning in. Times that shot to perfection.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Drives straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that, though. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Well batted. 4 runs off the over. England are 216 for 6. Ah, that's nice. Good defence. Oh, now that's a brilliant diving stop. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. How will he reply? Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Dug that out well. 4 runs added in the over. England are 220 for 6. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Nice, solid defensive shot. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. End of the over and none off it. Siraj ready to start from the Vauxhall end. Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Great shot, wide mid-on, and that'll run away for 4. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. End of another tidy over. This is good pressure on both batters at the moment. Lovely shots, on drive, through the gap.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field. Stokes watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper. A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
End of the over and another tight over by the bowlers. Tough work out there for the two batters. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Vauxhall end. Nicked it, but that's going to go all the way.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century.
Dug that out well.
Going with a more aggressive field choice. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but it doesn't matter.
Bumrah needs to get their run-up sorted. Looked like the release was a tad late.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, 5 runs coming from it. England are 231 for 6. Ready to start from the pavilion end. Through the gap, great shot.
Textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers and no need for the fielders to move. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Got that away nicely. Five runs added there. England are 236 for 6. Can't get that outside the ring field.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Nice, solid defensive shot.
Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing. 5 runs added in that over. England are 241 for 6.
A few gaps opening up here with the more aggressive field choice.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been very happy with that last shot. Straight to the fielder.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
End of the over, 5 off it. England are 246 for 6. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. Drives straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that though. Thick edge, no, that's racing away.
Didn't time it at all, but manages to get it away to the boundary.
Stokes has already got the big shot away this over. Now they can just focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Edged it. Peach of a ball. Everyone's gone up for that. They're confident about this one. Let's see if they can get the ball up into that slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
End of the over, 6 off it. England are 252 for 6. Ready to start from the pavilion end. Fine edge, beautiful ball. Oh boy, that just didn't stick. Everyone's gone up, really confident appeal. Edged, but it falls safe. Bowler and slip cordon, very confident. What a catch, what an absolute beauty of a catch. Divine diving catch.
That's a real shame. It was a brilliant innings, was heading for something special. Good wicket to take at this stage.
India might look to push up a bit in the field and keep the pressure on the new batter. Wow, that missed the lot. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Misses everything. Over completed and a wicket maiden. Superb bowling. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've always got to make them play on your terms. Doesn't beat the infield. Glanced away, but fine, short, fine leg. End of the over, the batter's pinned down at the moment. Jadeja, left armour, is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. Cuts that off well in the infield. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Couldn't get it through the field. Four runs added in the over. England are 261 for 7.
Wood watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Through the shot late, looked nasty. Dug that out well. Nice, solid defensive shot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Maiden over, well bowled. Jadeja ready to start from the pavilion end. Picks the gap perfectly.
The captain's going to change things around in the field now.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. End of the over, not many coming from it.
The captain going with an aggressive field. Too wide. It's there to be hit. He's really given the treatment. didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Well batted, 4 runs off the over. England are 269 for 7. Edged, perfect delivery. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Driven on the onside, but... Two runs coming from the over. England are 271 for 7. Shot, lent into the ball, hit through the line, 4 more.
Textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers and no need for the... fielders to move. Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Quick onto that in the infield. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing. Ouch, what a catch. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Well, a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Inside the line, pulled away, mid-wicket, cuts it off nicely. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
No runs coming off. Bumrah ready to start from the Vauxhall end.
Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field.
Inside edge. Bumrah with a massive appeal. Might have been back first, though. Drives straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that, though. Everyone's gone up for that. They're confident about this one. Bumrah kept it tight.
Some adjustments to the field.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Straight to the fielder. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Rocks onto the back foot. That's just beautiful. What a catch, what an absolute beauty of a catch. Divine diving catch. Great reflexes, that was hit hard and they've nabbed a wonderful catch.
Not a bad innings, was really starting to up the run rate, but cut short, a really important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
New batter coming out, but will be starting at the non-striker's end. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I don't think anyone will get to it.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
It's a very strong appeal here. Bowler seems convinced it was a good shout. It was definitely close, might be worth a look.
Oh, this could spell trouble. I'm not hearing anything on this. This could be trouble.
Good decision by the umpire. The challenge wasn't successful. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Nice, solid defensive shot. Bumrah bowled well that over. So the players make their way from the field after a great session of cricket. I'm off for a quick snooze. Join me again soon. Siraj, ready to start from the pavilion end. Wow, that missed a lot. Well, if they keep appealing like this, the umpire might have to sanction a warning. Thin edge. Everyone's gone up. Really confident appeal. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Outside edge, doesn't carry. Anderson doesn't seem concerned, but the bowler and slip cordon really went up for that one. That's just outrageous. That total just means the bowlers really have got to be on their game. Feels a really below par score. As the openers get ready, they're only slightly behind. The bowlers will hope for an early breakthrough or two to make their modest lead seem even more daunting. Dug that out well. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Misses everything. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. A direct hit and it's gone.
Poor fielding. Throw sent to the wrong end and both batters are safely home.
End of the over, 2 runs added. India are 2 for none. Broad, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Vauxhall end. Picks the gap perfectly.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
No, no, no. Terrible shot. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Immaculate timing there.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one.
End of the over. India are 10 for none. Outside edge. A good catch in the slips. Well, what a catch. Absolute screamer, diving away to the side and keeping his balance as well.
That's a key wicket. Not what you'd want so early in the innings, barely troubling the scorer.
Edged. Got to follow up that last delivery, found the edge, but no reward, putting the pressure on the batter. Two runs added. India are 12 for 1. Broad, ready to start from the Vauxhall end. There's a chance with a direct hit.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful delivery, no chance for the fielders.
Broad, bowled well that over. Couldn't get it through the field. shot. Real power behind that, and it's a massive maximum.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it flies over the boundary.
And what a shot that is. Into his slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Ouch! Good catch. Great catch. What a catch that was.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Nice cut shot, but straight to gully. Gill, taking guard, has been playing well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Nicely played, perfect timing. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Will need a direct hit. That's the over. India are 34 for 2. Bowled. What a way to start the over.
Trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail. That was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of 2. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Ouch! Good catch. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Well, that is a disappointing end. No score, threw the bat at it and ended up with a nice take. A batter of such quality shouldn't be doing that.
Can't get that outside the ring field. A direct hit and it's gone.